Hello and welcome to another episode of MCQs for Judiciary Exams. Let's begin. What is the maximum punishment prescribed under Section 31 Clause 1 of the DV Act for breaching a protection order? Imprisonment for 2 years, imprisonment for 1 year, imprisonment for 3 years, or imprisonment for 6 months. The correct answer is option B. Recently, in the Akshay Thakur versus State of Himachal Pradesh and others case, the Himachal Pradesh High Court held that Section 31 of the Domestic Violence Act 2005 applies only to breaches of protection orders, not to non-compliance with maintenance, compensation or residence orders. Section 31 Clause 1 of the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005 prescribes a maximum punishment of imprisonment for a term up to 1 year or a fine extending to 20,000 rupees or both for contravention of such orders. Next, which courts fall under the supervision of High Courts as per Article 227 of the Constitution? District courts, family courts, subordinate courts, or criminal courts? The correct answer is option C. Recently, in the K. Valaramathi versus Kumarasenan case, the Supreme Court held that a High Court cannot reject a plaint under its supervisory jurisdiction under Article 227 of the Constitution of India 1950 as it cannot usurp the functions of the trial court. Article 227 of the Constitution establishes the High Court's power of superintendence over all subordinate courts and tribunals within its territorial jurisdiction. Next, what does Section 16 Clause 2 of Limitation Act 1963 specify regarding the legal representative? Capability to be sued, capability to file a claim, capability to inherit property, or capability to defend in court? The correct answer is option A. Section 16 Clause 1 of the Limitation Act 1963 provides that the period of limitation shall be computed from the time when there is a legal representative of the deceased capable of instituting the suit or application in question, whereas Section 16 Clause 2, the limitation shall be computed from the time when there is a legal representative of the deceased capable of being sued. Next, what is the intent behind the offence of theft as defined in Section 303 Clause 1 of the BNS? To cause harm, to take dishonestly, to return property, or to acquire by mistake? The correct answer is option B. Section 303 Clause 1 of the BNS defines the basic offence of theft as follows: whoever intending to take dishonestly any movable property out of the possession of any person without that person's consent moves that property in order to such taking is said to commit theft. Next, to enforce a right of preemption, period of limitation is 12 years, 3 years, 2 years, or 1 year. The correct answer is option D. As per Article 10 of the Second Schedule of the Limitation Act 1963, to enforce a right of preemption, whether the right is founded on law or general usage or on a special contract, the period of limitation is 1 year. Now it's time for the practice question. An advertisement in a newspaper inviting tender is proposal, invitation for conversation, promise, or invitation for proposal. Send the answer of this question in the comments below. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching.